A very good morning to everyone. I hope you all are fine. Students, as you know that we are doing mathematics, and in mathematics we are on chapter number 2, that is numbers. And in our previous video we have covered the topic rounding of numbers to the nearest tens place. Absolutely right. So now students, as you must have watched the video, I hope the concept of rounding off is clear to you. Now we are going to continue with its book exercise. So I would request all of you to take out your book. Let us try 2.4. Okay, so I hope you all are ready with your maths book. Please open page number 127. Let us try 2.4. So quickly write down today's date and classwork. Fine. Now students, we are going to do question number 1. Few parts are for the classwork and few parts are for the homework. You already know that in front of the homework part you have a home shaped figure. Right? So those parts are for your homework. Rest of the parts we will be doing in the class itself. Okay. So let us read question number 1. Round off the numbers to the nearest tens. So we have to do rounding off numbers to the nearest tens. Fine everyone? So let us see the first part. First part is 402. What is the number? 402, and if you remember, I told you that first of all we have to find the place on which we have to round off the number. So as we know, as in the question also it is mentioned that we have to round off the number to the nearest tens place. So here in this number, 0 is on the tens place. Okay, so first of all the first step is to find out the number, that is 0. Now we have to look at the next number, the second step. Look at the next number, which is 2. Now we have to come to the third step, that if the number is 5 or greater than 5, we will add 1 on the tens place, and if the number is 4 or less than 4, we will let it go, right? That means we will not do anything. We will not add 1 to the tens place. Okay, so here on the next place of 0 is 2, which is on the ones place, right? Now we have to remember the rule that whether the number is coming from 5 to 9 or the number is between 4 and 0. So please guess. Yes, the number 2 lies from 0 to 4, and when the number lies from 0 to 4, we make no change. That means 0 will remain 0. We will not add anything to it. Okay, so I am going to round off my number as 4 is on the hundreds place, which is remain the same, 4. 0, there will be no change in the number, so 0 will also remain the same, that is 0, and my ones place will change to 0 again. Okay, so my number 402 will round off to 400. Fine everyone? Now let us come to the next part. Next part is 393. Okay, again follow the first step, find out the place, that is 9. 9 is on the tens place. Look next door, that means look at the very next number, that is 3. Right? Now again we will follow the rule. 3 again will lie from 0 to 4, and when the number lies between 0 to 4, there is no 9 will remain 9 because there will be no change and 1's place will change into 0. Got it everyone? Just you have to remember the simple rule by rounding of the numbers. Now quickly just repeat the rule with me once again. Find out the place. The first thing is to find out the place. The second thing is to look at the next number. Look at the next number. If the number is 5 or greater, we will add 1 on the tens place, and if the number is 4 or below, then we will not do any change in that particular place. Okay, and the 1's place will always change into 0. Got it everyone? Now let us see question number 2. Okay, now let's come to question number 2. Question number 2 is rewrite the sentences by rounding off the numbers to the nearest tens place. And in this question also, one part is already done for us. Second part, that is part B, we are going to do here. Okay, what we have to do? We have a statement, and in statement there is one number that we need to round it off in our next statement. Fine? So let us read the statement now. Tinku, the rabbit, can eat 50 carrots in a day. How many carrots? 15 carrots. Now what we have to do? We have to round off this number 15 to its nearest tens place. Okay everyone? So again we will find out the number. Which number is there on the tens place? 1. Which number is there on the tens place? 1. Next number, that is 5. Next number, 5. Now check the rule. 5 or greater, add 1 more. Okay, that means I have to add 1 on the tens place. So 1 plus 1 will become 2 and 1's place will change into 0. That means the number 15, when we will round it off to nearest tens place, it will change into 20. Okay, so now my statement would be Tinku, the rabbit, can eat about 20 carrots in a day. Okay, as I have told you, the term about or approx is used when we write down the estimated value. Okay, so that is not the exact value now. So we use the term about. Okay everyone. Now let's move to the fourth part because question number 3 is your homework. Now let's start with question number 4, that is write the numbers that come before and after the given numbers, then round off the numbers to the nearest tens. Okay, so one by one we will check the number. Here also one part is already done for you. So I will be coming straight to the B part. Okay, so what we have to do first? First of all, we have to look at the number. We have to tell that which number comes before the given number and which number will come after the given number. Okay, so here my number is 608. So what comes before 608? Yes, 607. Write down 607. Now tell me what comes after 608? 609. So just remember, whenever we have to find that what comes before, we can just subtract 1 from the given number to find out before, and when we want to find out what comes after, we can add 1 to the Okay. Similarly, now we are going to round off the number also. Okay. So my number was 608. What was the number? 608. Remember step 1. Find out the number. So here is the tens place and on the tens place the number is 0. The very next number that we need to look at 8. 8 is the next number. Now we have to check whether the 8 comes from 5 to 9 group or from 0 to 4 group. Now 8 comes between 5 and 9. So when the number lies between 5 and 9, we add 1 on the tens place, right? So the number will change into 6 will remain 6. Why? Because it is on the hundreds place. Now on the tens place 0 will be changed to 1. 0 plus 1 is 1 and 1's place will become 0. That means my number 608, when I will round it off, it will change into 610. Okay. This is what we have to do in this question. There is one more part. Let us see that also. Now the next part is part C, 455. What comes before 455? 454. And what comes after 455? 456. Right? Now let us round off also 455. Look at the number. The number is 5 on the tens place. The next number, ones place, again there is 5. So we will decide whether we will add 1 or we will let it go. 5 again lies from 5 to 9 only. So when it is lying from 5 to 9, we will add 1 on the tens place. So let us round it off now. 4 will remain 4. Why? Because it is on the hundreds place. 5 will change into 6 because we are adding 1 on the tens place. And 5 that is on the ones place will change into 0. That means my number 455 will round it off to 460. Now again question number 5 is your homework. Okay, do it in the book itself. Now we are going to come on question number 6. Let us read question number 6 on page number 128. Round off the numbers to the nearest tens and find their sum. What we have to do? We have to first of all round off the numbers, okay, and then we have to find out their sum. Sum means to add, okay. So let us see the A part. A part is 12 plus 55. So first of all we need to round off 12. On the tens place it is 1. On the very next place it is 2. 2 is between 0 and 4. That means there will be no change. 1 will remain 1 and on the ones place it will be 0. It will be round down to 10. Okay. Now the next number is 55. 5 on the tens place and 5 on the ones place. The number lies from 5 to 9. That means on tens place we are going to add 1. So 5 plus 1 will be 6. Ones place will change into 0. So here we have rounded off the numbers. Now we have to find out their sum. Now what is 10 plus 60? First of all we will add ones place number. 0 plus 0 will be 0. Tens place 1 plus 6 will be 7. So when we will add both the numbers, the answer will be 70. Okay. Now let's see the B part. The B part is 37 plus 48. Now let us round off number 37. 3 on the tens place and 7 on the ones place. 7 lies between 5 and 9. That means plus 1 on the tens place. So 3 plus 1 will be 4. Ones place will change into 0. That means it will round up to 40. And next number is 48. 4 on the tens place. 8 on the ones place. Again, it is also lying between 5 to 9 only. That means plus 1 on the tens place. 4 plus 1 is 5. Ones place will change into 0. The number will again round up to 50. Now, we have to find out their sum. That is 40 plus 50. Ones place 0 plus 0, 0. Tens place 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Fine everyone? I hope you all have done this exercise along with me and you have understood it also. Okay? Now students, we are done with this chapter here. Now we are going to have a look on the knowledge nuggets as well. Okay, so quickly open page number 128 of your book. Okay, so I hope that you have now opened page number 128 for the knowledge nugget. This is the whole summary of the chapter that we have learned so far. Okay, so one by one we are again going to discuss all the points. Kindly read these points at your home also. Fine. Let us see the first point, that is 10 hundreds make 1000. Okay, as you know that we have introduced a new digit, a new place to you all, that is the 1000 place. And when the 1000 will come? The 1000 will come when we have 10 hundreds. That means when there will be 10 hundreds, it will make 1000. Okay, and then where we will get our fourth digit. Okay everyone? Now the next is, as we have already discussed, that there is a comma after the first number. Right? When we write down a 4-digit number, we always put a comma after the very first number. Why? We put the comma to differentiate, to separate the thousands period from the ones period. I have already told you that in a ones family there are 3 members: hundreds, tens and ones. Okay, repeat with me. In ones period, in ones family, there are 3 members: hundreds, tens and ones. So we separate them from a new family member, that is thousands. Okay, so 1000 is a separate period and ones is a separate period. So to separate them, we use a comma. Okay. Now the third point is that as we have introduced the 4-digit number, so very small, the smallest of all the 4 digits, the number 1000, that is 1000 is the smallest 4-digit number, and when it comes to the greatest 4-digit number, it is 9999, that is 9999. Okay. Now the fourth point is related to the place value and face value. If you remember, we did a place value and face value activity also, right? That when we change our place, the position, we are changing the value also. When we will change the place of a number to the other place, then we are changing its value also. But the face of the number will always remain the same. Okay, so repeat with me that the place value of any number will change according to the change in its place, but the face never changes. The face of the number will remain the same. That means the face value of any digit will be the number itself. And the last point is the face value and place value of 0. It doesn't matter it is on which place. The place value and face value of 0 will always remain 0 only. Okay everyone? Now the next point is related to the forming of digits. I have told you that whenever we form a greatest and a smallest number, we have to remember the ordering rule, that the greatest number will come first while making a greatest 4-digit number, then smaller than that, then smaller, and then the smallest. Okay, we have to follow the correct order while forming a greatest number and the smallest number. But remember the rule of 0. When it comes to the smallest digit, when we have to make a smallest 4-digit number, you cannot write 0 on the first place. Okay, on 1000 place, if you will write 0, it will no more be a 4-digit number. So 0 will always come on the hundreds place, that is the second place. Okay, 100 place you will write 0 and then you will continue with the rest of the numbers. And the last rule is related to your rounding off, which we have covered right now, that when we are going to round off any number to the nearest tens place, the first step is to find out the number. The second step is to look at the very next number to the given digit. Now the next rule is to check whether the number lies from 0 to 4 or 5 to 9. And the fourth step is, if the number is lying from 0 to 4, there will be no change on the tens place. And if the number is lying from 5 or it is greater than 5, then we have to add 1 on the tens place. Okay, and one's place will change into 0 and rest of the places like 100 or 1000, it will remain the same. Okay everyone, that's all for today. Kindly read these points thoroughly and revise this chapter